Oh yeah, I'm with this. I'm just gonna sit here and lay back to this nice mellow beat, and drop some smooth lyrics. It's 88. Time to set it straight, you know what I'm saying? And ain't no half stepping. Word. I'm ready. Stop stepping to me. They wanna get some, but I'm the king, so yo, you know the outcome. Another victory. They can't get with me. So pick a BCJ, cause you're history. I'm the authentic poet to get lyrical. For you to beat me, it's gonna take a miracle. And stepping to me, yo, that's a wrong move. So what you on, huh? Don't adore food, competition. I just devour like a pit bull against a chihuahua. Cause when it comes to being dope, hot damn, I got it good. Now let me tell you who I am. The BIGBADDYKANE, dramatic, Asiatic, not like many. I'm different, so don't compare me to another. Cause they can't have word to the mother. At least not with the principle in this category. So when I roll on your rappers, you better be ready to die because you're petty. You're just a butter knife, I'm a machete. This ain't my ministry, wait until when you try to front so I can chop into your body. Just because you try to be basic, Friday the 13th, I'ma play Jason. No type of joke that game, puzzle or fiddle. The name is Big Daddy, yes, big, not little, so define it. Don't you walking paper, sign it, and take a war. As the Kings start to talk, cause I'm the Big Daddy. I'm the Big Daddy. I'm the Big Daddy. My rhymes are so doping, the rappers be hoping to sound like me so soon I'll have to open a school of MCing for those who wanna be in my field in court. Then again on second thought, the half coming out sounding so similar. It's like confusing for you to remember the originator. And boy, do I hate a perpetrator, but I'm much greater. The best, oh yes, I guess suggest the best, your best, no mess or test your highness. Unless you just address with best finesse and bless the paragraphs. I manifest, rap prime minister. Some say sinister, non-stop in the groove until when it's the climax, relax and chill. Have a break from a drink of me acting ill. Brain cells are lit, ideas start to hit. Next, the formation of words that fit. At the table I sit, making it legit. And when my pen hits the paper, oh shit, I got to stand strong over MCs and devour with the power of Hercules or Samson. But I go further to left, cause you can scout my cameo and I still have strength. And no, that's not a myth, and if you try to rip or get ripped, the man with the given gift of gab, your vocab, I only ignore. Be sleeping on your rhymes till I start to snore. You can't awake me or even make me fear your son, cause you can't do me none. So think about it if you're trying to. Man, that's that high top fade kick step music, which I don't know about that. That's that high top fade kick step, kid and play kick step music right there, boy. What's up, man? What's up with y'all, man? This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be short. You know, gonna be short. Go downstairs and watch the series finale for one of my used to be favorite shows, but they ruined it. And that is Black Lightning. Right? Got to get down there and watch that. So won't be long, but I got to talk about this, man, because some niggas, man, some people, dog, it's best to stay away from them. What am I talking about, right? What you talking about, sir? So, in case you've been living under a rock in these YouTube streets, you know that Kwame Brown, the former first pick of the 2001 draft, who's been talked about for about 20 years, Stephen A. Smith, everybody been talking about him. Skip Bayless, everybody been dragging this man, right? Calling him a scrub, calling him a bust, right? Man had a 12-year notification, right? I mean, 12-year notification, 12-year career. I just saw you type that, right? He had a 12-year career, which I think is a successful career because he was able to get his mom out the ghetto, right? Bought his mom a house, took care of his family, did what a man's supposed to do. And, you know, people dragged him. You know, he played with Michael Jordan. Look, man, it's demanding to play with Michael Jordan, okay? That's just how it is. It's demanding to play with guys that didn't even make it to the NBA, let alone a Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. Then you playing with Kobe, right? Greatest, one of the greatest of all time. So you sitting up here like, damn, you know, he caught a bad situation. You with Michael Jordan. They say Michael Jordan worked the man out 3 hours before a game. Me understanding how the mind of Michael Jordan is, I think Mike wanted to see if he's going to turn into like a Kobe type mad, love to work out, love, and everybody ain't like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe would have loved that. Kobe wouldn't have cared if you'd have did him like that. But can't do everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like it or love it, Michael Jordan did what he did his damage, and then you playing with Kobe's not easy, right? So by the time he gets traded, he's typecast as a scrub, right? Fast forward for the last, since probably about 2006 on up, he was a scrub, bust. Everybody talked about the man for 20 years. Man ain't say nothing. Never one time did I see him come in on social media, nothing, talking about these people. This man living his life, right? Well, fast forward to last week, he decides to come back at the man. Now he has 190,000 subscribers, right? But the guy he came back at last week was Steven Jackson and, fake wannabe thug Matt Barnes, right? So Matt Barnes, and y'all have seen me talk about this. Matt Barnes was talking about the man. They laughing and giggling about this man. Oh, there was only one person in the trade when they traded for Pau Gasol. They laughing. He's like, man, why y'all disrespecting me like that? Y'all know I played in the league just like y'all. I had a 12-year career. But they called him a scrub, a bust, where he needs to be disrespected for no reason. That is where I'm going to begin this video, guys. Thugs. Let me explain something about a thug, man, about me. They feel as though they can disrespect you and do shit to you, and you supposed to just shut the fuck up and don't say nothing to them, right? So that's the problem with the whole thug culture. It propagates this idea that I can disrespect you as a man, and you supposed to just take it like a little bitch. And if you don't, something wrong with you, and you stupid, and you this and you that, and you beneath me and all that shit. See, because when this shit first happened, Kwame Brown was like, hey man, he said a couple of words to these guys, and he DM'd Brandon Tatum, Matt Barnes. Man, anyway, man, I believe Brandon Tatum might beat the shit out of us. Brandon Tatum ain't no little boy now. He played like linebacker for Arizona. Don't get Brandon Tatum fucked up now. Brandon Tatum even beat the shit out of somebody out here. Go look him up. He played for, I think it was Arizona. He wasn't no punk either. I don't know why people think, Anyway. Anyway, so long story short, and that's really what the crux of this video about to be about. Bitch ass niggas that think they tough. One thing I do not like is this whole tough guy ass image that we as black men are supposed to have. I hate it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of motherfuckers walking around here like they tough guys and shit like that. Barely want to speak. Y'all walk around like you got something stuck up your ass. You ain't got to be that fucking hard, my nigga. Like, you ain't got to be that hard. Well, nigga, hey, brother, how you doing? You just look at me like I'm a little bitch. Nigga, don't speak to me like you a little hoe. Like, you that fucking tough, right? I can't stand niggas like that. I can't stand them. When you say, nigga, you gang banging on bacon, nigga? Like, see, I know you got to be a hard motherfucker, but you gang banging at breakfast, nigga. You frowning at breakfast. Like, I don't like niggas like that. I don't. And I know y'all like, well, shit, so I mean, why not? Why? I mean, shit. I know a lot of niggas that's thug niggas that's cool, man. Shit, why you always on the thugs all the time? Why you? Let me explain something to y'all. So let's go back to the story. So they disrespected your boy, right? They disrespected Kwame Brown, right? Kwame Brown came back, clapped back like he's supposed to, and so first they was like, well, look, man, we ain't gonna give you no shine on our platform, we ain't gonna give you no shine. And then Captain Jack, aka Steven Jackson, came back like, yeah, and I ain't gonna take nothing back. Like, just talking real tough guy shit, right? So, and I'm like, I know them niggas don't want to see this nigga for real. I really don't think they want to fuck with this boy. This boy's 7 feet, 300 pounds. Easy. Because he was 260, 270 out of high school. He easily 7 feet, 300 pounds. He was 6'11" when he came out, right? So the problem is, they up there, they bumping their gums, talking that shit, right? And then he started talking about mama's cooking, right? He just roasted their ass. Now he got a platform with almost 250,000 subscribers, and they like, oh shit. Damn, this nigga done got a platform because he came back and he had some real good sound shit to say. But let me tell you what my favorite piece of his content, well, not one of my favorite pieces of his content has been. It has been when he tells him, look, man, because you know Stephen Jackson loves to fancy himself as a thug and a street nigga, right? First thing it says is first thing that Kwame Brown came back at him like, bro, I'm not a street nigga, I'm not a thug, I'm not gonna disrespect my mom like that. I was raised with some home training. I wasn't raised to go out here and harm other black people, right? And then turn around talking about white lives matter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So as you know, as it Black Lives Matter, whatever. But as I'm saying, so he kind of called him out on that, and then all of a sudden, it got to a point where he was just, Stephen Jackson made a piece. He was like, man, your life ain't shit, nigga. You ain't nothing. You ain't this. You ain't that. And this is the thing, guys. Stephen Jackson is the worst kind of street nigga because Stephen Jackson got money. Stephen Jackson can afford to be a child. Stephen Jackson has shown that he has went through life doing fucked up shit to people, women and men, and then plays the victim when they come at his ass and clap back at him, right? And see, this is why when everybody had these, a couple of years ago, when Stephen Jackson dropped that video, talking about, man, a bitter baby mama made my life hard, all y'all bros like, yeah, tell him, Stephen Jackson, tell him. And I'm like, wait a minute, man, what the fuck did Stephen Jackson do to make these women bitter? You know what I'm saying? I can see if he just said baby. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she is bitter because you're not with her or some shit. Then a nigga come back and tell a story about how he fucked one of his brides, one of his fiancés, ex-fiancé, because he called a wedding off on wedding day. He fucked one of his ex-fiancés bridesmaid the same day of the wedding. Right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but let me ask you a question. Say you finna marry this chick, right? She goes and does some shit like y'all, whatever, right? And she called the wedding off. Let's say she called the wedding off. For whatever reason, she called the wedding off on wedding day. You ready to marry her. In front of your whole family, you probably feeling humiliated and all that shit, embarrassed, all that. Because you didn't invite all your family, they didn't call flights and hotels and shit, rental cars, right? Next thing you know, not only did she call the wedding off, she goes and fucks one of your homeboys that night. How would that make you feel? Huh? Oh, and by the way, you got custody of her child. But she went and fucked one of your homeboys. That's going to probably make you have a hard-ass 18 years with me to my being the father of your child. It's going to be rough for you. You fuck one of my homeboys the same day we supposed to get married, even though we didn't get married, you going to fuck one of my homeboys? Out of all the niggas you could have fucked, you going to fuck one of my homeboys? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on. That's how I look at it. So, yeah, but he keep playing the victim with his damn baby mama, and here he is right here in this situation, playing the victim with your boy. You know what I'm saying? With Kwame Brown. This is the problem I got with that whole situation. You sat there and bumped your guns and talked all this rah-rah shit to this man. This man got the best of you. Now you talking street shit. Now, Kwame Brown went live this morning and said, hey, man, I can get charges brought up on you because now you issuing terroristic threats through Instagram like an idiot, right? And I love the comeback that Kwame Brown had the first time. He said, look here, man, I'm just a man. I'm not a thug. I'm not a killer. I'm just a man, just like you. You just a man too. And he felt a chill up his spine because he felt human. Like he was like Xerxes in the movie 300 when he felt like, damn, this nigga King Leonidas is gonna stand up to me? You damn right. You're not a god. You're not some super thug nigga that only the blessed of among us can even be friends with, and we can be. Nigga, fuck you. You are the problem. You are degenerate. You are the problem with the black community. I can't stand you niggas. Every time I ride down the street and I see y'all niggas in neighborhoods with your pants hanging off your ass, grass uncut, you done parked all on the front yard, killed all the grass and shit, right? Your house ain't clean, you living in filth, and it's the man's fault, right? It's always white supremacy. You gotta throw that in there. That's your cooking. White supremacy. White supremacy and racism. That's why I'm fucked up and selling drugs and shooting and killing motherfuckers and selling drugs to my own people and killing my own people off and being a half, you know what I'm saying? So that's the problem I have with this shit. Like, y'all niggas like, okay, let's examine this nigga, okay? So Stephen Jackson has been in the NBA since he was 18. This nigga has been a millionaire more than he's been alive. Like, think about it. He was alive 18 years. So before him being the 18 years of him being a millionaire, he's been a millionaire for 20 some odd years now. You ain't no fucking thug, nigga. You a multi-millionaire. You ain't really, like, let's be honest. You from Port Arthur. I know dudes from the South that played ball for a couple of years. Let me tell you something about the hood. They protect niggas like that. If you from the hood, them niggas ain't gonna let you really do some real dirt, because they trying to get points with you. So I know one dude, he was in the NBA. This was when he was in the NBA, and he grew up with a dude. All these people grew up together. All of them was friends and all that. But one day, one of the guys that they cool with, they had a few words on the basketball court. Every nigga on the court jumped on this one guy and beat him up. And I'm just standing there shaking my head like, all y'all motherfuckers ain't that fucking in love with this dude. Y'all doing that because this nigga in the NBA, y'all want to show him that y'all got love for him. Now, the brother they beat up, his ass was playing overseas. He was making good money, right? But they beat this brother up because I guess he wasn't on the level of the other brother. Now, if this dude was in the NBA and they had words, they'd probably jumped on him and beat the other dude up, right? The streets in the hood don't love your ass. These niggas in the hood, most 99% of the time, ain't no real love for your ass. It ain't. They don't give a shit about you. As soon as that brother was out the league, them niggas wasn't like that no more. He had to fight his own fights after that. But when he was in the NBA, you look at that nigga wrong, they ready to jump on you, right? It's like that. So Stephen Jackson having played in the NBA, being from Port Arthur, which is the South, just like me being from Montgomery, I already can tell you what type of real street shit he probably got involved with. Peripheral shit. But he wanted to feel like a man. See, for Stephen Jackson, he does not understand what it really means to be a man. That's really what this video is about. And that's why I believe I agree with Kwame Brown. He told a man his life is dirt. I'm like, dude, you told this man his life is dirt. You know what that means, guys? All of us on this live, all of our lives are dirt too to Stephen Jackson. Stephen Jackson thinks we're termites, we're thugs, we're bugs, we're insects to him. We're beneath him, right? Only the godlike can be his friends and people he can respect. You know, people that are at a certain level of success, money, rappers and shit like this. These are the only people he respect. He didn't really respect George Floyd. He ain't trying to be funny. He was a damn dude was on drugs, right? So he didn't respect George Floyd. He took a picture with George Floyd, and all of a sudden it took off. Man, Stephen Jackson knew him. Yeah, man, I knew dude, man. He was cool, man. He was cool. Now all of a sudden he's speaking for the people, right? Now all of a sudden Stephen Jackson knows the struggle of the black man and power to the people. Then you out here trying to threaten to kill another black man because he cracked some jokes on the internet. See, let me explain something about the street. Let me tell y'all about the mind of the thug. This is how the thug thinks, y'all. The thug thinks he can step on your shoe, he can take your lunch money, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do to you, and it ain't nothing you can do. And see, I'm scared of niggas like that. You know why? Because they will make me prove that I ain't the one to be fucked with. And see, I ain't got time for that shit, guys. See, guys, let me explain something to you. We don't have time for that. If you really are a black man that is on the up and up, and you on the positive, and you trying to have something, you ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time to be trying to prove I'm a tough guy. I ain't got time to be trying to prove to you I'll whoop your motherfucking ass, nigga. Who you fucking with? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I ain't got time for that. I don't want to get into that energy. I don't. That's why I got mad respect for Kwame Brown, because he handled it probably like how I would, trying to keep them niggas away, but don't text me. Like, that's how he coming. Like, bitch, I ain't no bitch now, but stay away from it. See, that's the problem. When you see them niggas like that, go to the other side of the street, move, don't drive down they fucking. I know you like, man, hey, fuck that nigga, I ain't got to run for that. See, that's a young mind. See, guys, that's a young person. It's not that I'm a bitch. I just know that I ain't got time to be trying to prove I'm tough. I don't want to do that. And see, that's the problem. It's a lot of niggas. What was the little snippet on Outkast? What's up, Rainy? The little snippet on Outkast first album. Look at you trying to prove you ain't tough, trying to prove you tough. Penitentiary full of niggas, thought they was tough. Look at the fear in your eyes. I can feel it. Like just basically saying, look, you trying to prove you a tough guy, and you really, that's really not who you are, man. Look, I ain't no fucking tough guy. I'm just me. I'm just a man. That's it. I ain't no tough guy. I can lose a fight. I can win a fight. It ain't even. I ain't just gonna win every fucking fight. Now you look at Stephen Jackson. He's never taken an L. Never lost a fight. Every man that's ever said something to him, Stephen Jackson will beat the shit out of him to submission. If you just listen to him talk, right? I ain't the one. He don't want to get mad at me, right? Remember I played that clip? Hey, he don't want to get mad at me. I ain't the one to get mad at. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, Stephen, shit, it ain't just a foregone conclusion. You just gonna whoop Andrew Wiggins' ass. Like, why? I don't look at Stephen Jackson like he's some big boy, like he just gonna whoop some. Like, yo, little skinny ass. I mean, shit, you might, but you might not. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something about fighting, man. Fighting is something that I knew dudes that used to fight every fucking day. And there were dudes who I fought every day when I was a kid. We used to fight every damn day. One dude named Shannon. Shannon was bigger than me. He was bigger than me. Shannon was probably about 200 pounds. I was probably about 160, 170. This nigga, first day I met him, just walked up, just hit me from them. We just fighting. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? That's how he laughing about this shit. I didn't play like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got to know this nigga. We got in a few fights after that. And I got tired of it. So one day he came, let me tell you what happened. He came his ass across the street. I was over there with my homeboy. This is a dude named Willie. He used to stay across the street from me, right? Trey. So we over there in the backyard, swinging on the tree. He brings his ass in the bag. And I knew he looking at the ground like he ready to fuck. I said, this nigga finna come fuck with me. I know it. I'm on the tree swinging. This nigga grabbed my foot, pulled me off the fucking tree. I fall down. The wind out me and shit. They laughing. So, I had to get my wing. I said, I'm finna whoop this nigga ass, right? I fall like, so I get my breath together. Now, take in mind, Shannon has been all in prison. I ain't seen this nigga since he turned 18. He been in prison since he 18. I mean, this nigga done been out. He'll get out for a couple months, sell some more dope, go back in. This the type of nigga we talking about, right? So I finally get my breath together. And I jump up. I said, man, what the fuck wrong with you, man? Shit, you could have hurt me. Like, he like, nigga, fuck you. So while he cussing, I just wasn't in the mood that day. Let me tell you, I balled my fist up and I hit his ass in the jaw hard. Now back then I didn't even know that would get him woozy, right? So I hit him in the jaw. So then when I hit him, he was stunned. Man, I lit his ass up. Now, bitch, blah, blah, blah. You know how the shit go. You know the standard elementary school fight, right? I'm kicking and punching, big motherfucker, ripping his shirt. They had to get me off his ass. Now, this is the thing. Let me explain something to you. Shannon, from that day forward, had respect. He had respect for me because we always fought. But I think he had respect for me because usually when we would fight, he would always hit me first. I never would be the aggressor, right? But at that day, I just wasn't in the fucking mood. You see what I'm saying? I felt like, man, I'm minding my business. I just when something was wrong, I can't remember what it was, but I was already mad about something. So when he did that shit, he had an ass whipping coming. And I remember telling myself when he walked back there, you try that shit today, I'm gonna beat. I think I told my home, I said, I'm gonna beat that nigga ass today. Fuck with me. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I bet y'all like, why are you talking about this? Because this is the thing, man. Bullies, a lot of times, people that love to consider themselves thugs, a lot of times are synonymous with bullies. People that want to terrorize the neighborhood and they want to be the ones that, yeah, nigga, I'm a real man and I scare you, don't I? Yeah, you do, nigga. I got shit to lose. You do scare me. I got a son in there to raise, guys. Yeah, you scare me. I could be sitting behind a jail cell trying to prove I'm a tough motherfucker because I had to break your fucking neck. You get what I'm saying? Or I had to shoot you, or I had to stab you, or I had to do whatever because you think you a tough guy. See what I'm saying? They will make you, and I know you guys like, look, I'm a man just like we all men, guys. Like at the end of the day, we got that competitive nature is in every fucking man. I don't give a damn if he's 5'7", 120 pounds. Every man a snap. Everybody has a breaking point. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like Stephen Jackson will make you fucking kill him. He will. He will make a nigga kill his ass because he talked that tough guy shit, and I can't stand niggas like that. Stephen Jackson and the whole see the reason I love what Kwame Brown is saying is because Kwame's going like, look, man, you out here pushing this tough guy shit to our kids, and they out here killing each other. Like he talking real grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing. A thug will make you beat their ass. That's just it just, and I know you like, well, man, he always like that. A lot of times, let me explain something. I was in high school. I told this on an old video. Thugs, Educated Lame's Nemesis, or something. That's the name of it. Like on my 4th video on my channel. You go back to oldest, you'll see it. You should, right? In that video, I talk about this guy. It's my senior year of school. Dude I played ball with. I mean, his ass was about 6'3", could jump out the gym. Didn't fuck with nobody, just basketball player, right? Like a power forward, right? And this dude from Miami. This dude was about 270, 280, 6'4". He's kind of fat, but he was big. And he from Miami. He had this image about him like he was a thug, like he was this tough guy, right? So long story short, it's like a week before we graduated. I was in the car riding. I had a Jeep Wrangler. I had an old Wrangler, like a CJ5. Go look it up, 1972, right? So I'm riding the Wrangler and shit like that. He in the car. And so anyway, something happened. A water balloon bust. Dude tried to throw the water balloon at us, and the dude caught it and threw it back and busted on this dude's shirt. So the dude came around and, man, who threw the water balloon? You know, they woofing off having words. So big boy stepped up like, bitch, I did it. Like, you know, the dude that threw the water balloon, he knew me. We played on the same team. And so it wasn't no animosity. He was just fucking with me probably because he knew me. But this dude jumped up like, bitch, what you gonna say to me? So old boy was like, man, go on with that shit, man. I don't appreciate that shit, man. So I guess the thug thought he was a tough guy. He hauls off and slaps the dude, the basketball player, the dude. And, you know, he's a rare. I wouldn't consider him Educated Lane, but when I tell you, that's probably one of the worst ass whoopings he ever. I mean, he beat that thug dude up so bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was a bad ass whooping. Like the shit was just we never saw him again. That type of ass whooping, right? Where you ever seen a nigga get his ass whooped so bad you never see him again? Like, yeah, it was the last week of school, but everybody else got suspended for 3 days or something, came back. His ass ain't come back because he probably was like, I can't show my face after taking an ass whooping like that. I mean, this nigga went grabbed a stick off a tree. He went snatched the shit loose and swung. Man, old boy, he swung. Old boy was fast because he's an athlete. He swung. Man, that dude moved out the way, came back up to him and grabbed it. And then just started beating this shit, just punched his ass in the face, right? Beating him down bad, right? So why am I talking about this? Because I'm sorry, guys. I don't really like thugs. I don't like them for a myriad of reasons. And I'm gonna tell you guys something as black men, what I want y'all to do. Be prepared for these motherfuckers. Don't go and obviously if you have something to lose, you're not gonna go and start it. But be prepared to finish it. Just be prepared. Shoot them, have you some guns, throw hands, all that shit. I know y'all saw me up at the gym today. I'm just doing that shit for cardio. But yeah, it's always nice to have them hands ready. You know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker. Do MMA, whatever. Always, and I'm talking about do that shit for years. Don't stop. That should be just like you go to the gym, you need to be working on them hands. Because it's always, you never know when you're gonna have to knock this shit out somebody out here. You know what I'm saying? Steven Jackson keep talking this shit to this boy. Nothing I would love better than to see him try to bring his ass up there and fight that. He didn't want to fight that boy for real. Because let me tell you something. Steven Jackson, if that was like somebody talking shit like Andrew Wiggins, Steven Jackson would have caught a flight out there like the next day. Don't get it twisted. They really don't want it with that man. They don't. What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? They don't really want it. And that's the problem I have with a lot of shit. It's like a lot of times you watch these niggas talk that shit. Yeah, man, you know, I'm just saying, man, you know, I'm a real nigga. I've been in shootouts. Y'all, I done played the video. Do I need to show y'all again when he talking to Andrew Wiggins, talking that shit like, youngin don't want it with me. Let me show you. I'm like, oh, this nigga is. Let me show y'all something, man. See, this is why I don't fuck with him, man. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Andrew Wiggins. Now watch this shit here. You know, and that's my thing with the guy. Like, he love to talk that tough guy shit. Watch this. Watch this shit here. Because he thinks because he been in shootouts, he a tough guy. That's why, what's the name, embarrassing his dumb ass. This is why he's getting humiliated.
If I had his athleticism with the way I played, Lord, that's scary. But the kid got a lot of upside, man. I just want him to care more about the game because the game giving him a lot. The game is changing his life, changing his family life. You know what I'm saying? So show the game some appreciation and play it like you appreciate it. That's all.
So what he done did, then got on the phone with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was getting into it with the Minnesota Timberwolves at the time. They say he took some. Jimmy Butler's a killer. He is. I mean, on the court, he's a killer. He's a dog, right? So he done jumped his ass in it because I guess he cool with Jimmy Butler. So him and Jimmy Butler probably talked on the phone. You can tell the way he talking, and he's just talking shit about this boy. Ain't got shit to do with it. Come on. I don't know why my internet like this upstairs.
Why do you think teams trading him? Why do you think teams don't want him?
The boy played with one team. Now you talking about teams don't want him. They didn't want your fucking ass. You was a good player averaging 15, 20 points on weak-ass teams. Let's be honest. When you was on a good team with the San Antonio Spurs, bitch, you was averaging 8 points. Come on, man. Come on, let's tell the truth.
Facts. But you want to get mad because the real one said, nah, I ain't the one to get mad at. I promise you. I ain't the one. Or the two. You feel me? I don't want no smoke with the lemon because it ain't worth it. Because that's definitely a dub for me. Him and his brother. So I don't look for smoke like that, man. Listen, I've been in real shootouts and shit like, you know what I'm saying? I've been in real shit put out to Texas. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be involved in no fights, no shootouts, and no shit like that because I've really been through it. All that shit is behind me. So I'm not even to the point where I'm mad like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just some words we're saying. I know they
see that wasn't really the way he talking now. You beneath me. This nigga arrogant as fuck. Not only that, guys. I always tell you guys this, and you better believe it. Basketball players are the biggest assholes you ever want to be. A guy that can put a ball in a hoop, you better believe the first thing that he gonna say out his mouth is he's more of a man than you, guys. I know dudes to this day that played ball, and from the shit that happened in 1992, they'll look at another nigga and be like, that nigga beneath me. I'm like, that nigga's a fucking doctor, bitch. You work at a factory. You make $12 an hour, my nigga. This ain't 1992. You talking shit about a damn. That dude went to medical school. Yeah, he rode the bench. That nigga's his dad owns so-and-so. That nigga making money. What you talking about, man? Like, these niggas, see, that's the problem with street niggas. They'll sit there and mean mug you. You know what I'm saying? They'll mean mug you. And then they'll turn around and not understand, like, why you mean mug that nigga? That you do know he owns a business. You do know he has this type of knowledge, or he's whatever. That's why my brother always used to tell me, man, smile and speak to everybody, man. Don't be like that. Don't be trying to be all cool. That shit's stupid. He told me that shit when I was a kid. Thank God for my older brother. He used to tell me, that shit's stupid, trying to be a tough guy, trying to be cool. Man, speak. My brother used to go places, man. My brother's way more outgoing than me. My brother go places, you give him a week, everybody in there gonna know him, they're gonna be cracking jokes. What's up, man? What's up? He dapping everybody up. That's my brother, right? Guess what? My brother used to get free shit every time we went places. Life is better when you're nicer, guys. Life is better when you smile. Life is better when you know how to build relationships, nurture and build relationships with people. You don't know who the fuck these niggas is, right? Like, I went to the gym today with some professional boxers. I'm speaking, hey man, how you doing? I ain't even know nigga was pro. I saw him hitting that bag. I said, that's a pro, right? I could tell. I said, who he fight for? Oh yeah, he fight for so-and-so division. So I'm getting to know these dudes might be multi-millionaires and world champions one day. They teenagers. They like 19, 18, 20. They kids. But I'm sitting there like, man, that boy got some hands. This dude about 6'3", about 150, 147. I'm talking about he hitting that bag. Bow, bow, bow. I said, that nigga got hands. Now it's just the bag. You know what I'm saying? He might get knocked out in the ring, but he is pro. So, but you never know. What if you met Floyd Mayweather when he was 19, but you mean mugged him and act like you're a tough guy? You talking shit to him or something. Then when you could probably build a relationship with Floyd, he's a fucking billionaire. Like, you might be like, well, shit. What's up, man? What's up, nigga? You cool with him. And the next thing you know what I'm saying? He flying you out to Vegas and y'all hanging. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the dude that's training me, he cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? Building relationships, you never know who you know. You never know who you walking by. You never know who knows who. They say there's 6 degrees of separation between everybody in the world, guys. I'm 1 degree of separation from Shaquille O'Neal and 2 degrees of separation from Barack Obama. I know that for a fact. Like, that's how close I am. And I ain't no famous ass person. I just know people through playing basketball over the years that knew Shaquille O'Neal, that know and I know Shaquille O'Neal know other, whoever he know, I know. Well, I don't know, but I'm 2 degrees of separation from him. See what I'm saying? That's how shit works. So I know those avenues. I can pick the phone up and call, hey man, call old boy, da, da, da. That's how you do shit. That's how you build shit. You see what I'm saying? This nigga right here, I'm so glad he getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? You 2 degrees. Okay. I believe you too. Shit, I might be. You know what I'm saying? You 5 from LeBron. Okay. I'm not that far from him. I'm probably like 3 from him. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't make a difference. Like those avenues of people you can actually use. You just don't think about it like that. You'd be surprised how actually small this world is. Building relationships, smiling, you'll get further in life. As a black man, walking around trying to be a tough guy, trying to have this tough guy image, trying to act like you'll whoop everybody's ass, talking shit like I ain't the one, none of 2. You feel me? Younger don't want it with me. Shit, that's an easy dub for me. Him and his brother. Like, shit, I've been in real shootouts in Port Arthur. Like, nigga, you been in the league since you was 18. What the fuck you doing getting in the shootout? So you a stupid nigga. You mean you a multi-millionaire and got in a shootout? Really? Because I wouldn't. How many of y'all, if y'all got a couple of $1 million in the bank, will be in a shootout? By a show of hands, type of 1 in the chat. Only way I'm getting in the shootout if I'm a multi-millionaire is if I ain't got no choice. You done came to my house or some shit and ain't got no way of choice but to shoot my way out. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, bitch, I'm calling the police. That's the thing. He tried to get mad. That's how I know he a stupid ass nigga. This nigga tried to get mad. This nigga tried to get mad at Kwame Brown. He tried to get mad at Kwame Brown because Kwame Brown said tried to embarrass Kwame Brown when he was at what's her name. So watch this shit here. Let me show you why you should have police when you go to California. Let me show you some shit. Watch this shit here. Now this is years ago. Now everybody might call Lil Wayne a bitch for this, but I don't think so. 40 Glock shows up, surrounds Lil Wayne's van. This is way back in the day when Lil Wayne was hot and everybody was jealous because he had the streets on lock with all the mixtape, right? So we had all the mixtape. This nigga recorded.
Fuck, Jess. Why these niggas Lil Wayne running from us, man?
What? See, this the type of shit. Now look, I know Lil Wayne claimed blood and all that shit, and that was stupid because when you go your ass to California, it's the type of shit you gonna deal with, right? And he had gotten a pass from other people that were there, but why you fuck with that shit, nigga? I'm calling the police. You come fuck with me, bitch. You have to go through the LAPD. If I'm rich and I'm playing out there, that's what it gonna be.
Hello? Hello?
Lil Wayne is in this SUV. This shit is horrible. I'm not even gonna show it. But this is what I'm saying. Lil Wayne was in the SUV. And y'all think, okay, well, you know, what's the big deal? So what? That's Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, okay, I got you. It's another rapper killed at the Beverly Center, right? Atlanta rapper out there in the Beverly Center, out there in LA, killed out there on some gang shit. This shit is not to be fucked with. Now, am I scared of every nigga from California? No, but you got to be smart, man. You got to be smart. This is why you don't fuck with going out there. If I played for the Lakers, I'm going to have police security.
Gunned down at the Beverly Center after an argument that began at LAX and ended in.
I'm not going out there to LA if I'm famous, right? If I'm playing for the Lakers. Lakers player joins gang. Watch this. I think his name is Crittenden. Let's see if that's it. Is this it? So I don't see it. They don't show it. But this guy, Crittenden, I forget his full name, joined the Lakers and wound up in a gang, and now he's in jail. Right? Oops, no wonder. Misspelled it. Lakers player. So, you know, I have to find this guy's name. But anyway, I think that might be him now. Yep, that's him. This nigga in jail. You know why? Y'all know why he in jail? Because when he was on the Lakers, he was in the club hanging out, and he kept getting pressed. And when he kept getting pressed by these gang members, Javaris credited when he kept getting pressed. Yeah, that's him right there. That's it right there. They did a thing on it. Shout out to Stunted Growth. Stunted Growth did a whole little thing on it. And this is the type of shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with my internet.
7 rebounds a game, 6'5", long arms, jumps out the gym, Mr. Basketball in a big state, All-American, state champion with possible Hall of Fame teammate and fiery competitor. If I told you I had a prospect like this, where would you say his story would end up? Would you be interested in having him on your team? You damn right. Then I told you he would have a solid year in college and drafted by the Lakers in the first round. At this point, you're salivating. Who is this guy? I continue and say by 27, he'll also be sentenced to 23 years in prison for murder and attempted murder. How do you feel now?
And see, that's the thing, guys. This is the funny thing, man. This guy was in LA. This is all still, see, being a thug, this is a kid. This is a young and impressionable kid from Atlanta. He signs with the Lakers. He's out getting pressed in the club. And he gets credibility in the streets by joining the LA gang. I think it was the Bloods. He joined the Bloods. He had his respect, right? Which is what Steven Jackson tried to shame your boy for having security, right? Then what happened, he tried to take that gang shit in the locker room over in over in DC when he was in that mess with Gilbert Arenas when he was pulling guns on his teammates. He was involved in it, got kicked out the NBA, wound up coming back to Atlanta and killed a nigga over some gang shit. Now, that's an extreme case, but what I'm saying is, if I was in LA, I ain't the one, bro. Like, I'm out there. If I'm wealthy and every night, I could go out there probably without that. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't go out there. I would probably not go out there like that. I wouldn't go out there like that. I probably would just, if I'm like right now, if I had money, nobody gonna know who I am. I could probably go out there like this. But if I was rich and famous and on a team or an athlete or a rapper, I wouldn't go out there without nothing but the police. And damn motherfucker to try to shame me for it. What happened to Pop Smoke? Huh? What if Pop Smoke had gang security outside his house? Would he be dead right now? I'm not even trying to pick at the kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to pick at this cat, man. Like, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? No, this is something else. This is something else. Anyway, this ain't Pop Smoke. This ain't Pop Smoke video. But as I was saying, Pop Smoke was killed. All he did was show something on Instagram. And they saw it. And them niggas showed up and killed him. I don't play with these niggas. I ain't got time for it. And you shouldn't either. And I take these niggas very serious. You take every little thug nigga. So you can look at some of these thugs. I'll beat the shit. Yeah, but that bitch can pull a trigger, though. You better take his ass serious. That motherfucker can pull a trigger, or he might have a knife or some shit, man. You got to take these niggas serious, man. And that's the thing. That's the thing with niggas like Steven Jackson trying to shame. Steven Jackson is a child, guys. He is an embarrassment of a man. He is I'm just saying it no purer than I can get it. He is an embarrassment of a man. Any man that walks around with his pants hanging off his ass north of 25 years old is a child. You still trying. If you wearing your pants off your ass and you know for 25, you a child. You ain't a fucking grown man. Because at that age, I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to have something. You ain't gonna have shit out here with your pants hanging off your ass. You just not. 90% of the time, 95% of the time. A lot of times you may see other people that are able to be successful like that, but a lot of times it doesn't happen like that, guys. It just doesn't. It's a lot of dead people that in LA trying to have credibility in the streets. I don't really give a shit. I don't care about street credibility. I really don't. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Street cred. Steven Jackson thinks he has street cred, so he's a real one. Let me tell you something, man. I tell you what, if Steven Jackson really has street credibility, tell you what he could do. Move in the hood, have your Lamborghinis, your Ferraris. I ain't talking about Port Arthur. I'm talking about because you try to act like you street, you down in all streets. So Move your ass to Montgomery, Alabama, where I'm from. Move your ass to Ridgecrest, where I'm from. Raised in Ridgecrest. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there. Take your ass to Ridgecrest and be riding around with Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all that shit. Don't have no surveillance, none of that shit. Don't have no guns, anything. And then trust me, them niggas coming to get your shit, and you're gonna probably make the 6 o'clock news. If I ever make billions of dollars, I really ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't have no, because we love to try to shame niggas. Man, he'll come back to the street. He'll come. Like, okay, go back. Look what happened to Pop Smoke. He was out there in LA. He wasn't in his own streets. But I mean, it's a lot of rappers that did good in their community. Guys, I'm gonna show y'all some shit, man. Let me show you what happens when you try to have street, love for the streets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What this book has got here. This guy right here from Montgomery, dead. This guy right here killed him. And they thought that shit was funny. This guy laughed about it. The one with the patch over his eye, he joked about it. They shot that dude down. And here it is right here. Let me see. Is this it? This guy right here was down with T.I. in the whole little situation. He dead. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all some unpopular shit y'all probably ain't gonna like. When I see shit like this ain't my crowd. I'm getting the fuck up out of there. When I see shit like this, I'm going home. When I see motherfucker, if it's a club and a nigga run around with his shirt off, this right around the corner from where I grew up. He grew up right over there off Clover Lane. I know exactly where he's from. This is Ridgecrest right here. Same neighborhood. I hate they killed him because I like this music. I was like, this cat gonna blow up. He from my neighborhood. Okay, good. Now he dead. But look at this crowd. You think I'm finna stay in that bitch? Because see, if I go out to the club, probably try to have some nice clothes on, cologne and shit, haircut. Oh, they gonna look at me. Oh, he a bitch. Look at this nigga. He actually got a haircut. His hair ain't all over his head. Oh shit, he ain't got no facial hair. Oh shit. No, hey, he a bitch. I ain't got time for that shit, man. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell the truth. Last time I went to Magic City, not the last time, but one time I was at Magic City, right? I'm by myself. I forgot what I had. I had dressed up. So I'm up there talking to some girl, man. We just laughing and joking. I'm at the bar minding my business. It was Saturday night. I never forgot this shit. I noticed that night there was a bunch of niggas in there. And it was way more niggas in there than it was strippers. I hate nights like that. And it was that unsavory crowd, the guys with the usual suspect, dusty motherfuckers, right? So I'm up in that bitch, and I'm talking, and next thing I know, the music loud because I'm like right by the speaker, but I heard somebody say move. I said, what? I turn around, and it's this little skin ass nigga with dreads, right? He looked me right in my eyes. I looked him in his eyes. Man, who the fuck you? I felt it, guys. I felt it rap come up in me like, bitch, who the fuck? I wanted to grab his little ass and choke this shit out like, you bitch ass nigga. But you know why? Number one, I knew I wasn't gonna do that. And y'all know I wasn't gonna do it. You know why? Because I got shit to lose. That's number one. If I had grabbed his ass, by the time I probably got one good lick in, it'd have been 30, 40 motherfuckers trying to help their homeboy against one nigga by himself. Because they bitches. That's how shit works. It wasn't gonna be no one-on-one. It wasn't gonna. I knew that. I said, this nigga talking this shit. He either got a gun or he got 40 niggas with him. Let me get the fuck. So you know what I did? And I said, baby, I'm gonna holler at you. And I just left. I ain't even look back. I just walked straight up out that bitch. It took me days to calm down. I was so mad. Like, who the fuck this nigga think he talking? Like, I wouldn't dare go up to somebody and say move. I'll say, excuse me. How dare you come to me like, who the fuck you think you is? That's why I don't just go out in the streets all the fucking time. You can't. Because when you go up in some shit and it look like this here, if it look like this, you gonna run into a motherfucker that's gonna be like, boo, you gonna run into that shit. I don't want to deal with niggas like that. I don't, man. And look, I know what y'all thinking. Man, you just ain't got that street credibility. It ain't got nothing to do with street credibility, bro. This ain't street cred. It's just dumb mom. He dead. This nigga had the most respect in his neighborhood. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all what type of neighborhood he come from. Like this is my neighborhood he come from. Let me see. Hold on. Because he had a couple of interviews. And he seemed like a cool dude. I really hate he got killed like that. But they got a video of him, dude talking about his neighborhood and stuff like that. Let me see if I can find. Actually, let me find out that's my neighborhood they in. Oh, let me go there. Because the nigga that shot him in the eye, something happened, was the dude that killed him. This dude right here. So, this is it right here. Damn, why ain't got no sound? Is this shit gonna play?
Oh, no, around. Like, get your ass away from my mouth, man. You got 12 white people right here. Hey, bro, look what that is. What that? Juice? Juicy juice? Juicy juice. What is that? Capri Sun juice. Hey, look, what that is? Tell Rashad. Tell Rashad.
These motherfuckers that look like that with them tattoos and shit like that and all, them the type of niggas ain't got nothing to do. I know y'all like, man, yeah, I care. I care about my life. Yeah.
Hey, that bottle,
I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
You got 5.5, so we Alabama. Free my mama. Yeah.
Cloverland.
This is Tennessee, Alabama, Atlanta connection, homeboy. And Hustle Gang, yeah, that, you did. Hey, listen to my nigga Joe B. Take out, partner. Let me find out this nigga stick.
See this shit here? This Patton Avenue. That's what this is. I can tell you where this shit at. Cloverland is right there. They just had 7 people shot at Cloverland last week. I just showed y'all the video. This is why this little young brother lost his life right here. You be like, man, this is hood. They love him though. If you around this environment, fucked up shit is gonna happen to you, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, T.I. glorifies this shit. That's why I don't want to hear this nigga online talking about he the next Malcolm X. I don't want to hear that shit from T.I. because you glorify this shit. You got a museum about selling drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why this young brother dead. Because y'all, that's the environment that you got.
And they whole life savings, I get paid for a show. They re-up them, I walk through my sneakers, then they house.
I'm in my 40s. You'll see me running around like Steven Jackson. Yeah, this is my hood. Yeah, you'll see my ass up in the video. Yeah. Like, no, nigga. No, you're not going to see that. Shit. I might know some of them niggas. I might went to school with some of them. You think I'm finna have my ass? No. I'm like, oh, that's nice. You finna see me in that shit.
No, I think I need a whole thing of t-shirts at the top. Small town, big money, baby, I make balls new. They think don't be lying, it's like T-Pain without the auto-tune. Bring out the Apollo boom.
He was nice, though. I hate he died. You know what I'm saying? But this is the problem, though. The problem is Steven Jackson, I can see his ass in the video. I can see that nigga standing back, leaning on the car, some shit. That's him. The culture is very similar to Texas. Alabama is different, but it's very similar. Mississippi, Georgia, Texas, our cultures are very similar. They are. Although we may talk a little different. I can tell you from Texas by certain words you might say. You know what I'm saying? That's just it, man. Like, this shit got Juicy J, T.I., this shit, man, grimy shit.
Down, boy, your swag ain't official. Let me find out.
See, I'm gonna tell you something funny. I'm the bitch nigga though. See what I'm saying? I'm a bitch because I see this shit here. And I'm like, I'll go the other fucking way. If I'm riding down the street and I see all these niggas out here like this, oh, somebody finna get shot. You go the other way. That's how I think. Somebody either finna get shot. It's gonna be somebody gonna be putting stabbed. Something. Police gonna show up and bust a lot of niggas. Oh, they caught so-and-so with a bunch of keys. You think I'm finna be standing next to your ass? You know how many niggas I knew? That I knew one dude, this dude tried to jump on my homeboy. So this is what happened. My homeboy, right down the street from where they at right now, a place called Bellingraph. Worst damn school in the country. I'm telling you right now. If your child going to Bellingraph, that's like, shit, what's the name of that movie? Lean on Me. East Side High. Remember how that shit was at the beginning? Welcome to the Jungle. That's how that shit was. Bellingraph so bad. Every day we would ride by. I went to Carver, which wasn't too much better, but I went to Carver, right? I ride by Bellingraph. They fighting I'm talking about they fighting. It's a big ass crowd right by the stop sign between Gould Street and Edgemont, and they out there turning in the middle of the street. Motherfuckers can't even get through the stop sign. Like, that's the average. At least once a week, you're going to see that shit with Bellingraph, right? My homeboy up there at Bellingraph, nigga the police came. This nigga gonna tell my homeboy to hold his door. My homeboy like, what? He grabbed it and took it and threw it on the ground. Cause he like, man, you finna get fucked up for this nigga. You know. So he went home. Next day he gets jumped on. Cause he like, man, what my dope at? Like, nigga, I ain't finna hold your damn dope. You crazy. The police came. Nigga, you threw my dope away. They about 4 or 5 niggas jumped on him. Cause he wouldn't hold the dope for the niggas. The police would have sung again when the police stopped him because he was standing over there. He was in the vicinity. But he ain't have nothing. But had he held that boy shit, he'd have been fucked up. So I'm like, man, you did the right thing. But that's the thing, though. Like, this is look, man. I don't live in New York, but I know the shit the same in New York. It's the same in Florida. It's the same in DC, Charlotte. Everywhere I go, every North Carolina, every state the same. I'm talking about Alabama. So I know damn well it's like that in Arkansas. Everywhere you go, California for sure. So why would we want to be associated with this type of culture that glorifies this shit, huh? Why?
Fake Gucci, let me find out them fake news. Let me find out your baby mama's a man. Even she immature. Let me find out you fake.
And look, man, I love these guys. I like this music. Let me tell you one of my favorite groups. There's another group around the corner from where he's from called Deuce Comrades. One of them dead. These brothers here. Now this is my favorite. Now this is a Montgomery song for your ass right here. Now this is a Montgomery song. This was the shit right here. Like, you probably heard. You might have heard it. I don't know. You might have heard it.
Where they go, man? No Kelly, I got the West, man. Deuce got the crib. So, man, what they gonna do now? The West and the crib together, man. Where you at? 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 Now, so I'm saying
That shit, I can see them girls not twerking and shit, holding they. That's some hood shit right there. But anyway, okay. Yeah, so that's hood, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, one of these brothers dead. You know what I'm saying? I think he was trying to jump on his sister. He tried to break it up. Niggas shot him and killed him. Other dude, Yoshi, he got shot. You know what I'm saying? I think, it is what it is, man. It's so much stuff that I've seen growing up. You know what I'm saying? Couple of dudes dead. Other dudes dead. I ain't gonna show that. I ain't gonna show all that. Bunch of dudes that were very popular in Montgomery, had that street credibility. Everybody knew them. Everybody respected them. They dead. They either dead or shot and crippled or something going on with their bodies or some shit. I ain't gonna go into all that. But I know one of them in particular that's like that because he, being around that type of fucking lifestyle. Guys, let me tell you, I live in Atlanta. I'll tell you something. I watch the news. Some shit scared the shit out of me. Some places I'm like, man, I ain't going no fucking way. That's why I'm watching where I'm moving. I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I go somewhere, it got to be around people that got bills. That's who I want to party with. Motherfucker that got, if you paying $1,500 a month or more, that's who I get a bill with. I want to be in a room with motherfuckers like that. They got some shit. You know what? Like shit, I got bills. I got a car note. I got to work in the morning. That's who I want to go. Cause guess what? If I step on that brother's shoe, before I can open my mouth, oh brother, I'm sorry. No, brother, I'm sorry. I bumped into you. That's the type of place that I want to be around. Those are the type of people that I want to be around. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to holler at a girl, you want to go out of some shit, you want to go a place. Well, you ain't got to worry about it. If she got gold hair down her back and shit like that, you ain't got to worry about that. If she got gold hair down her back, you probably in the wrong spot. I'm just telling you, just as a rule of thumb. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As a rule of thumb, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that if you go up in this bitch right here, chances are you probably ain't going to find your baby mama in this bitch. You don't want your baby mama from out of here. You know what I'm saying? Shit just probably ain't your son gonna be up on the stage right next to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? When they start shooting your son up there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you're right, or green or any color hair. But that's what the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, and I know this is shit, this probably I'm preaching to the choir. But what I want to say is this, man, like the problem with niggas like Steven Jackson, to get back to the premise of this video, is that these are the people he wants to be and ingratiate himself adjacent to. And then he wants to preach about black empowerment. You can't be about this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Let me play it. Let me turn it down because you can't hear my son sleep. I don't even want to wake him up. You in there like this. You in this club like listen to this shit. You worried about getting shot. You know what I'm saying? You come in that bitch, you staggering out because you high from the contact smoke, right? You high your damn self. Like, shit, what these niggas smoking, right? So you in that shit. I seen niggas smoking shit. That shit does not smell like regular weed. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, okay, what is they smoking, right? So I'm like, shit, I'm scared as hell. Let me get out. I'm going to be done fucked around and had a heart attack from smelling that shit they smoking, right? You know what I'm saying? I remember this place called The Gate. I never forgot this shit. We went to The Gate. I never was this type of nigga, right? We went to this place called The Gate. It was about like this, right? Ratchet as hell. I'm in that bitch. Now, this is back when Tommy Hilfiger with the shit. I had my Tommy Hilfigers and my little slacks and my shoes and shit, my little K-Swiss. Couldn't tell I wasn't clean, but I was overdressed. Let's put it like that. I'm overdressed, right? And I'm in that bitch, and I just felt uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. I was like, this shit just ain't for me. This ain't my crowd. This, you know what I'm saying? This ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I got the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Every women walk by and look at you like, oh, you a lame. You a lame. Because I ain't walking around that bitch in a t-shirt or a wife beater or with my fucking shirt off, right? And I ain't got my pants off my ass and you can see my drawers. You know what I'm saying? You a lame. You a lame. See, that's why every woman ain't good for you, right? And those are I wanted to leave because I ain't see nothing I wanted either. Like, it wasn't like I was in that bitch and I saw a woman that I wanted. I was like, oh, hell no, I'll never forget this shit. I'm at The Gate because The Gate was over there off Columbia back in like 95, 96, fellas, right? And so I'm at The Gate. This bitch jumps up on the stage and pulls her coochie out. Now, she could have been no more than about 17, right? But I was like 18. I mean, I was probably about 19, 18, something myself. So, you know, we was around the same age. But she was ugly as hell. But I'm like, this chick up there naked. The whole crowd, yeah, they running up there. And I'm sitting up there like, you dumb broad. Like, you just pulled your coochie out in front of, you know, because I had never been to a strip club, you know, but at the time. And so I was like, what the hell? You know, I just thought that was ratchet as hell. I said, but if I'm in a club where a girl gets up on stage and pulls her pants off and she dancing with nothing but a shirt on, and everybody run up there, I'm like, okay, this ain't my spot. You know what I'm saying? I never forgot that shit. The Gate. I'm like, okay, how many people did they kill over there? Because I know they did, right? Some shit I don't even feel safe with. When I get in a crowd around a bunch of black folks, I have to take an assessment of what type of. You remember The Gate? It was crunk though. It was live. I was like, man, I'm getting the fuck out from over here. And guess what? It's a lot of motherfuckers that got killed over there on Columbia. So now I was right. And I remember my homeboys I was with, we was young. They joked about it. Because I was like, hey, man, when we walked in there, I said, hey, man, let's not all break up because if some shit pop up, I at least want to see where y'all at. And them niggas joked on me. Oh, nigga, you scared. You scared. You know, because that's kids. We stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers was shooting out in the parking lot when we went out there to get to the car. You know, niggas just shooting, everybody ducking. That's the type of shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I remember them niggas laughing. You scared? Yeah, you. I said, no, we don't know these niggas. We ain't from here. This when I was living in Alabama. And I was like, we ain't from here. We don't live here. We don't know our way around. We finna go up in this spot. And I knew this shit because it looked like a rundown grocery store. I said, this shit look like it's somewhere a motherfucker gets shot and killed. I said, man, I just didn't feel safe. So I don't go to places like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember a couple of times I did when I was young and didn't have no fucking money. I get it. When you're young and you got no money, you go to places like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I would think that as you get older, you start becoming a little bit more sophisticated. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, by the time I outgrew all that and got older and started thinking a different way, I saw it for what it was. You know what I'm saying? Hole in the wall. That's right. And so, you know, Stephen Jackson loves to ingratiate himself to the streets, loves to try to, and that's not what a real man is, guys. That's not what being a man is. Being a man is taking care of your responsibility. 5'9". What you know about that? What you know about 5'9"? Of course. Just like I went to 112. 112, 5'9". Oh yeah. But anyway, the sports bar over there on Old National. Oh yeah, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this. One of the things you gotta look at is being a man is about taking care of your responsibilities, being mature and doing what's right. And I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest things about being a man, one of the biggest characteristics I see, you're able to understand other people in the sense that you might say, well, hey, I could do this, but he's gonna react this way. So I'll probably do this, or I'll do it in such a way where so-and-so won't feel slighted. So that's why Kwame Brown was saying, yeah, when a man apologizes, that's a true measure of a man. When a man can sit there and say, hey, bro, I apologize. I'm sorry, man. I made a mistake, right? That's the true measure of a man. A man, you ain't no man if you just, everything you do is right. So Stephen Jackson told his man his life was nothing, that he wanted to clout chase and get on his level and this and that. And this man done ran circles around your ass in a week. Now you out here talking about sending threats to the man, threatening to beat him up. You started it. You snickered and laughed and humiliated this man on TV. See what I'm saying? That's not a man. That's a bitch. That's a coward. That's a child. That's not a grown ass. I ain't gonna say a bitch. That's a child. He's immature. Immature and just juvenile. You sitting up there, you disrespected this man. And when the man said, hey, brother, that wasn't right. If you watch Kwame Brown's video, that's how he coming at him. Hey, man, that wasn't right. You disrespected me. That wasn't right. He cracked a couple of jokes. But Stephen Jackson could have came back at him like, yeah, man, you know what, you're right, bro. I shouldn't have did that. We laughed. I won't do that again. That's that. I don't feel, when I do that, I don't really feel like I'm less of a man, guys. I don't. I'm not less of a man if I say, excuse me, or, oh, I apologize, my bad. I say that shit so fast. You know why? Now I ain't gonna say I'll do it every time. If I don't feel like I did nothing wrong, then that's different. But if I did, if I disrespect somebody, I'm gonna say I'm sorry. If I slap somebody or something, I'm expecting to want to slap me back. That's basic grown man shit. That's part of being a man. That's why you don't see dudes in their 40s and 50s fighting all the fucking time. You don't. You know why? Because now you got shit to lose. You got bills, you got jobs, you got responsibilities, and you ain't got time to be getting into no damn shit. Now, brother, we can talk. Brother, I apologize. I'm sorry. Like, I try to talk that shit out most of the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I ain't gonna be in the mood sometime, won't slap somebody. We all, some days we like that. You know what I'm saying? But the modus operandi or what will characterize my behavior will be one that probably want to talk shit out because I ain't got time to be getting physical with nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? And as you gotta understand, people that are older, way stronger, man, somebody didn't kill your ass. They done broke your fucking neck. That's the thing, man. He talking that shit to Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown might kill his ass with his bare hands. That boy 300 pounds. You better shut the fuck up. Not because you a bitch, but just you started it. You were the one that disrespected him. Just like when I told y'all I was in the club and the nigga told me to move. That's how he came at me. Like, nigga, you got to understand that you ain't no man talking. So you think, you look at me and you see this guy, I think I had on like some glasses and a little trench coat, like a little coat I got from Banana Republic and some boots or some shit. I guess he thought, okay, this nigga a bitch. Move, bitch ass nigga. Like, that's the energy he came at me with. But nothing. I'm just standing there. I don't even see you. I got my back turned. I did nothing to warrant you coming at me like that. Nothing. All I was doing was just standing there minding my fucking business, laughing, having a conversation. Why the fuck I gotta move, nigga? See what I'm saying? Why the fuck you coming at me like that? You think that ain't, those thoughts didn't come through my mind? You think that anger didn't swell up? Pride? I'm a man just like anybody else. I don't feel like being disrespected. I don't like being disrespected. So you think I ain't want to slap the shit out that nigga when he said that to me? But see, cooler heads prevailed because I understood. Oh, this nigga got a gun or he with somebody. I already knew. I said he got it. I didn't even look to see who he was with. I just left because I said, let me get the fuck out of here before I kill this nigga. Because I don't know, because me, my pride, I was so mad at the time, I probably was shaking. I said, I'm going to probably look at this nigga and give him a look like bitch ass nigga. Because that's just how I am. Because now you done said some disrespectful shit to me. And yeah, I'm by myself. I'm like, am I going to be able to fight off him and his entourage? Probably not. Let me leave. That's not a bitch. That's a smart man. See, and that's why I'm probably sitting here right now. I got my full. I ain't never been stabbed, never been shot. Because you know what? A couple of times where I probably could have got stabbed or shot, I walked the other way. It's as simple as that. I went the other way. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this, man. When it's all said and done, what did you prove? Because I ain't trying to be funny. Even let's go there for a second. Even if you stand up for yourself as a guy, let's say I go and fuck with an old 45-year-old, 50-year-old white man tomorrow and beat his ass, right? What did I prove? Like if you beat Bill Gates' ass, right? Not because he's rich, but if you just beat his ass, what the fuck does that prove? Huh? You still got your fucked up ass life a lot of times. But that nigga that said that shit to me, he done been to jail. He either been to jail or he in jail. Right? You selling dope. Nigga, I ain't trying to be funny, but I probably have a better life than you. Like, I'm just not trying to be funny than him. Not everybody listening, but than him. Because if you dumb enough to do some shit like that, that means you stupid in all other areas. Because any nigga that will walk up to a man in a club and say, move, that's a dumb motherfucker. So all that shit helped ease my mind after I calmed down a couple of days later. I said, you know what? That nigga probably stupid as fuck. That's why I laugh when I see Kwame Brown saying that shit about Steven Jackson. About nigga, yeah, he might be dead. Might be. Because he was cruising for a bruising. He was. Because you ain't no telling who he done came at like that. He came at me like that. I'm thinking, well, man, he might be a real nigga. He might come at a nigga that might kill his ass. And he like, I come at this nigga too. Like, I'm gonna fuck that nigga. And he probably got shot walking about the club. Or, yep. I wouldn't be surprised if that was that nigga's demise. And that's a nigga I do not feel sorry for. See, guys, let me explain something to you guys. I hate to say this. I have a confession to make. If a nigga like that got shot by the police or stomped to death or choked, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would not care. I'd be like, bitch, you probably deserved it. I'm just being straight up. I know that's like, oh, that's fucked up to say. Every nigga, we don't need to be out here protesting for every motherfucker. Every motherfucker's not some damn database developer or damn loving husband and father. And no, that's bullshit. A lot of these niggas ain't shit, right? And a lot of these niggas is motherfuckers that will kill me. See, guys, let me explain something to you. A nigga like that is the type of nigga that if he was to rob me or some shit like that, he would blow my fucking brains out in my life. Guys, I can have, look, AMC can go to the moon, guys. AMC can go to $5,000 a share, right? I got 1,000 shares, bitch, I'm worth $5 million. My life is golden, right? I go buy my damn Karma Rivero or whatever, 2021 Karma Rivero with, you know, I got that bitch on ride. I'm happy. I got my son in the back seat. I stop at the gas station, get me some gas. This nigga come up and blow my fucking brains out and end my damn life for $500 off of a debit card that he stole. And might shoot my damn child for $500 measly fucking dollars. And I know you like, man, you just being facetious, man. It ain't no. I got a homegirl, dead right now, 60-some years old, walking with a cane. They shot him and killed him, robbed him and killed him. See what I'm saying? The nigga that'll rob you and kill you, probably right here, right up in this audience somewhere. He right up in here somewhere, nodding, bouncing his head. Yeah. That nigga catch my ass in a dark alley and will blow my fucking brains out. My homeboy, love black people. He's super Democrat, right? Super ultra Democrat, navy blue to the core. He was in the hood trying to do a house he was flipping, right? He up there at night. He had just talked to the guys, did the work, turned around. He had a Lexus. Turned around, motherfucker had a shotgun to his head, right? He said the dude was give me fuck. The dude turned around. He leaned back a little bit, and the dude pulled the trigger, shot him in the shoulder. But he said had he not leaned back, he would have blew his fucking brains out. He said he came to, he lost blood, passed out, came to in the hospital, and he said he was mad. Then he's like, this nigga tried to end my fucking life. He said, I'm out here, I'm an activist. He went to Tuskegee. He said, I'm an activist. I'm going to law school, trying to be a lawyer to help people for police brutality and all this shit. And this monkey ass nigga shot me. Yep. He called me. I said, yep, that's how shit go. Them the type of motherfucker that'll end your life. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. A nigga like Steven Jackson is, when I say Steven Jackson will shoot and kill somebody, probably not. He's a multi-millionaire. He probably don't shoot nobody. But niggas that think like him, that want to be tough guys, that think they tough and shit like that, because it's power. I heard a guy say, motherfucker feel powerful when he got a gun in his hand. I don't care who you are. You can be a bitch. Give him a gun. That's why niggas shoot people for nothing when they rob them. It's not that when somebody's robbing somebody and they tussling with them trying to keep their shit and then they shoot them. It ain't like that. A lot of times, a motherfucker will shoot you. I've heard stories of people and seen situations where people will shoot somebody And the dude gave him everything he asked for and put his hands up and was begging for his life, and he still shot it. You see what I'm saying? Still shot the nigga. You know why? Because that's a weak, deep inside of his psyche, he's a bitch. And not only is he a bitch, he feel like I'm powerful. It's almost like they got this God complex when they get these guns. That's why these niggas are in our lives. Every brother sitting within the sound of my voice, a nigga will catch you at a gas station tomorrow and shoot the shit out of you for nothing, for $20 fucking, right? And he's a thug. He's a real nigga. See, that's a real nigga that shot you now. He a real man. He ain't scared. See, I done shot niggas. I've been in shootouts. What you been in shootouts for, Steven Jackson? See what I'm saying? What's up, Cecil? Exactly. You want to play God. You want to end somebody's life. Fuck you. You are the problem. You are why. Steven Jackson and niggas like him on a podcast called All the Smoke. Yes, we want all the smoke. We want to fight. That's basically what that means. Bitch, I want to fight. I ain't scared of you. I want all the smoke, right? That's the name of your podcast. Nigga, you are the last person that need to be out here talking about, activism and trying to help black people and police brutality. I don't want to hear shit. Because a nigga like you, cops probably need to whoop your ass. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not scared of the police, guys. I'm not scared of no damn police. Cop can shoot my ass tomorrow. I ain't no fool, but that ain't my number one predator that I'm worried about. The number one predator I'm worried about is probably in this bitch here. Guess what? This neighborhood this brother from, that's dead, Dobie, guess what? They shot my mama house up August of 2019. Shot her house up because they thought it was the nigga house next door. Like, these is low IQ, ignorant monkey motherfuckers, right? You shot my mama house up. I was just there with my son. I left Monday morning. They shot the house up like Tuesday night. And I thought about staying the rest of the week because I was in between projects. I brought him down to see his grandmama. Me and him would always sleep in the front, and I would let him lay on my chest because he was like, I think he was like 3 at the time. I would have him laying on my chest, and we watch TV, we watch SpongeBob or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfucker would have shot in the house and hit him, man. That shit, that's priceless to me. Like, my son is priceless. You can't, it ain't nothing in this world I wouldn't give for him. You know what I'm saying? So you coming and shooting up people's lives. I know another little kid got shot. His brother got into it with some dudes. They came and shot his house up, killed the little boy. The little boy was in the 8th grade. Shot him in the head. He in the bed, sleep. They shot him and killed him. That shit happens all the time in Montgomery. They shoot people's houses up all the time. That's common happen place. I mean, common happen. The neighbor, after they shot my mom's house up, they went next door. Oh, man, we shooting the wrong house. Them niggas took their fucking time, went next door, shot the other house up, destroyed his mom's car, shot up his grandmom's house, shot her house up. I'm talking about bullet holes everywhere, right? Left, came back, and they shot the shit up about 4 months ago. They shot it up again. Shot his house up again. Mama was there. Say she woke up hearing gunshot. They shooting his house up again. This is the type of shit that we see. Like, thugs are a cancer to the black community. If we got rid of thugs, we got rid of these niggas, man. Look, and I'm not talking about Dobie. His brother's dead. And he was actually trying to do something with his life. So I'm not even talking about him. I'm just talking about the thug culture, which he could be classified as one, but still, right? Guys, they are our problem. You know how much wealth they fucking cost us? You know how much wealth these niggas cost our community? Do y'all know that? Like, these motherfuckers that's always standing outside, always, I know you like, man, shit, man, ain't you just being an asshole. No, these are the niggas that's always standing outside, that's always doing shit. These are the reasons why we wind up with the shit being like it is. You know what I'm saying? This is why. This is why, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why shit wound up fucked up right here. Because we have so many niggas that want to look like this, want to dress like this, want to carry and conduct themselves. So if I ride down the hood and I see this many motherfuckers, and look, not this many, but say you see about 8 niggas outside looking like this, they got the gold grills and shit. How much you think that house worth? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Them houses over there off Patton Avenue where they shot this video, $3,000. Y'all think I'm lying? Watch this right here. They got a house over there for 7. I don't know about now because it's been years and Lord knows I ain't trying to do shit over there. But let's see. Let's go on a map and see what them houses worth over there. I guarantee you that shit ain't worth nothing. I guarantee you. You know why? Because Because of them niggas. Because of them. Because of them guys. And that's my thing. Like, I that shit is unforgivable because you cost millions of dollars of wealth in the black community. Right? These niggas cost us so much wealth and opportunity. We don't think like that. We like, man, you lying. No, I'm talking seriously. Let me do 25 just to be on the safe side. 25,000. Let's see. Montgomery. Be in a valid. That is a valid claim. 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. And this start right here, let's go 0. So Montgomery, let's see. We got a map view. Nope, we don't. So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing for this shit. But anyway, I know for a fact, and I probably should have went to Zillow. What I should have did. Anyway, man, like I said, the houses over there in that area are terrible. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they shot that video at. I'm talking about these houses over there are probably worth, next to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I don't want this land. Houses. And so let me go over here. And go Clover there. Let me go. It's Clover land. So that's 31. Let's see. Court Street. Okay, let me go in. I told y'all it's Patton, right? They go Patton right there. He shot that video right up in here. Let's go down. Let's see what these houses were. See, they got something on it. Damn, rent went up over there. $925? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, 43,000. That's not true. That's not true. Let's see. Court Street, Patton. This is it right here. So these houses right here, he gonna want 16. See there? I told you, didn't I? 16,000. This right here, what you looking at? They don't got like these houses here. This is what they standing at when they shot this. Right in front of them houses there. See that house there? That house right there ain't got no grass. Let me see. You probably can see that shit from space. Let me see. Delano, Prairie Vista. That's Gould Street. Make that left, going down. Yeah, they ain't really got nothing over there. Let me see if I can go up here. That's Delano Court. This Cloverland Shopping Center, this is where they did that shooting the other day and shot all them folks. Let's see. So yeah, see that house there? See what they got? They got dirt. You probably can't see it. See how they ain't got no dirt? That's how they paw. I hate to embarrass people, but this is where they shot that damn video. I bet you that's that house right there. You can't never. Every time you ride by, there's a million motherfuckers staring at you when you ride by. Junk cars in the front. This is, look at that, $10,000 house. I told y'all, man. And I'm not shitting on the brother at all. I'm not shitting on him or anything like that. God rest his soul. Ain't trying to say nothing bad about the brother. It's tragic that he got cut down in his career. Look at that. You get a whole lot for $2,500. That's what they're saying it's worth. All you gotta do is go and find the tax records, find out who owned it, and call them, they'll give it. They'll sell it to you. You know what I'm saying? This shit, man. This is, and I'm surprised they worth 16. Shit, they got big profit. I was back in like 2006. These houses was $4,000 and $5,000, man. Like, this is the typical, and these was actually nice houses when I was a kid. This little street here, Happiness. This street here used to be called Gould Street. It's now named after E.D. Nixon. These houses here, termite infested houses. It's just fucked up, man. It's fucked all the way up. It just is, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Montgomery, Alabama. This is where I'm from. This is around the corner from where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Look at this house here. This shit is just horrendous. 18,000, 12,000. It's what it is, man. And my thing is this. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that this is usually not, everybody in this neighborhood is not a bad person. I'm not saying that, because a lot of people, probably the overwhelming majority of these people, are people that just don't have money, right? That's it. Nothing wrong with them, nothing like that. But as soon as yeah, I agree with that shit. I agree because that white lady almost won. She almost beat Keisha Lance Bottoms. So you might be right. And right now, a white male might win. You might be right, though. They talking about Kasim Reed gonna run again. I hope not. But anyway, like I say, man, you know, these people in these neighborhoods, ain't nothing wrong with them. They not bad people. But a lot of times in life, man, let me explain something to you. You get out of life who you are. I really believe that shit. I'm just telling you, you get out of life who you are as a person. Life gives you who you are. And that's what happens with a lot of these people that are in these communities. Is they probably just weren't good students in high school. They made bad choices. They did a lot of things, and it wound up coming back to bite them. You know what I'm saying? And so they living in a $14,000 house with shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Truth be told, if I lived in if you took this house and it wasn't a bad neighborhood and I had to worry about people shooting and acting a fool, I'd buy one of them damn $10,000 houses. Don't get it twisted. And fix that bitch up and live in there and won't have no rent, won't have nothing. No mortgage, no nothing. I'd be happy as hell. But I'm not taking that risk. Because you playing, that's taking a life risk right there. And I know it is. And I damn sure don't want my son in that neighborhood. This house in Atlanta you can get for real cheap. You think I'm gonna move? Hell no. It's a real nice school that we took my son. We think about taking him there, and it's real nice charter school. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. As soon as we pulled on the street, I said, oh, hell no. She said, what? I said, I know this area. Nope. Because we would buy a house nearby. I'm like, I'm not buying a house over here. I'm not. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking sad. You black and you can't afford over $300,000 for a house in Atlanta, you probably fucked up. You might be hearing gunshots from time to time. That's just how shit is. And these houses over here are $3-something. But guess what? I hear gunshots sometimes because it's being gentrified. And them niggas, you know, until they get them roach ass niggas out here, they gonna be shooting from time to time. 4th of July. I was here Saturday. Motherfucker woke me up. I don't know what the hell it sounded like, a damn cannon. It wasn't a damn shotgun. Bow, bow. What the fuck these niggas shooting? It's time of night. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And them the niggas that Stephen A. Smith want to ingratiate himself to. Not Stephen A. Smith. Stephen Jackson want to ingratiate himself to. I have the respect of the fuck ups. I have the respect of you. Damn right. I'm not buying that fucking block. They can have that shit. I'm not. One block I will never buy is these blocks I just showed y'all. This shit is irredeemable. There's no way in hell I will buy this shit. I could get rent from everybody. And I'm telling you right now, let me see what this is. I clicked on a $16,000 house. They're saying that the estimate is $1,000 a month. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. And they ain't getting no $1,000 over. I'm surprised they ain't getting about $400, to be honest with you. Truth be told, $400 a fucking month. That's about what I would expect the rent to be in a neighborhood like that. Ain't no way in hell I'd bring it. And you think I'm gonna bring my child over to have him around that damn war zone? Shit. Come on, man. I failed him as a father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can buy land in the South for cheap. You know what I'm saying? But if you know what's funny, man? Let me tell you something. I've seen people come to Montgomery, and they'll come to these poor communities with this, you know, man, this community is gonna be this and gonna be that, and then they'll be in Montgomery and let you down, bro. You come back 10 years later, that shit's still good. Like Montgomery ain't one of them places where you gonna see white folks moving into. No. Maybe downtown, maybe a couple of areas here and there, but they ain't finna move their ass where I just showed you. They'll do that in Atlanta, but Montgomery too hood. Montgomery 75% black. It ain't one of them cities. The only place you got to worry about gentrification is downtown, and that's it. That's it. White folks are moving out. They moving to different cities. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. They get the fuck off around here. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I did move back to Montgomery, I'd probably move my ass to Millbrook or Wetumpka too. You damn right. And I'll ride to Montgomery just to make sure I see a couple of families. I'm take my ass right back to Millbrook, right back to Wetumpka. That's a little old rural town, like probably about 5-10 miles outside Montgomery. Stay the fuck away from them. Go to Walmart, go to the movies. Everything I can go, I can ride to Prattville. If I want to do something, They got a movie theater. They got everything up there. They even had a little outdoor mall they built up there. Man, I would never come to Montgomery, ever. You know what I'm saying? So, Bitcoin up and paid me today. What's the tip on? I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, I didn't really panic, man. Like anybody that's going crypto, anything you doing in crypto right now, you gotta have a long-term approach, man. You can't be, tossed to and fro by the ebb and flow of the market. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't, get out of those. No, motherfucker, about it got out of those. Those took a drop way back. It went up to 7 cents, then it dropped to 4 cents. Motherfuckers was making videos on YouTube talking about, it's over, da da da. Then the bitch went to 75 cents, then it dropped down to 50 cents. It's over. Now it dropped down to 27 cents yesterday. It's over. Man, people don't know what the fuck they talking about. That shit go up to $5. They don't know. They don't know. Buy your coins. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. Buy it and hold them, motherfucker. Had I held all them damn Bitcoins I had, I'd be rich as hell right now. Had I held all that, I had a bunch of Ethereum. That shit was $4,000. Now it's like $2,500. Right? Man, buy that shit and hold it for 5 and 10 years, then come back and look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. I remember with Tonka seeing a bus full of white kids on the trip. Yeah, it is. It's some black people. It's a lot of black people in Wetumpka too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of black people in Wetumpka. But like I said, I mean, if I were to move back to Montgomery to be closer to my mom or something, I'm gonna be in a city adjacent to Montgomery, outside on the outskirts. That's just that. Now, if I was gonna raise my son in Montgomery, is Montgomery a good area to raise a child? I think it is, if you get away from the fuckery. Now, if your child is like, around certain clubs and shit like that, it's a lot of dead kids that was hanging out. And I remember one guy died, and they say right before he died, he said, "My mama told me not to go here." Like this place called, I forget the name of it, Southside Club or whatever. He dead. Young cat. I felt sorry for him. They say they was shooting. They was about to shoot this girl. He went and dove on the girl, and they shot him and killed him. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a house now, $19,000. Look at this shit. I know exactly where it at too. This house right here is $19,000. It's on the corner lot. I know where it at. You know what I'm saying? Now, would I buy this? No. You know what I'm saying? But back when I was a kid, this probably was somebody's grandmama house or a nice house. $19,000 dirt cheap. You can come buy this bitch cash. Look at the damn payment. $90 a month. That's more than your cable bill run more than that. Look at that. You gonna put down $8,000 on it. See, I ain't trying to look. Now look, I'm gonna be straight up with you. If I was some of these people, if you're gonna live there, you got people renting and you can buy a house for $20,000, but they rather rent. That's why I always tell people you could go in Montgomery, where I'm from, and get a house for under $100,000 like it ain't nothing. Any house under $100,000 is a breath of fresh air. But under 100 in Montgomery is actually a nice property. Like, for example, let's do 60 to 120. Well, not that much. There we go. So see here, let me see. 110 over there on Carter Hill, Narrow Lane Road. But the payment's $500. This don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. $110,000. That's not bad. I'm a modest guy, man. I don't need no big ass. I don't need all that shit, man. I add on to this, but this ain't a bad area. Narrow Lane, off Narrow Lane over here. But you can get a decent house. What's this? 60,000. Oh, I don't know. Hell no. Not Linwood. Nope. That's Niggerville right there. Nope, not Linwood. So, you go up in here and get you some. What is this? Upper Wetumpka Road, Atlanta Highway. But this is where I'm from, man. So I know this shit like the back of my hand. Yeah, like up off in here, you can get you some. Here you go. This is a nice safe area. Mixed, black, white. Won't hear too many gunshots. This house, it might need a little work. I can look at it and tell it need a little work. But see, I like shit like this. Man, I'll plush this bitch out. They got this overpriced. You know what? Because of the market right now, it's overpriced. But this is my type of house. I would buy this. This shit easy to fix. I had this fixed up so quick, I bust that shit out. Oh, that's not even that thick, actually. I can tell. Probably not that thick. I bust all that out. Tub like it's halfway decent. Yeah, this is an easy one. This is an easy rehab right here. Decent looking backyard. Yeah, this is my type of house here, man. I had this house looking so nice. I scrape all that damn popcorn off there. I might keep that. I don't know. But I scraped that popcorn off, had it flat. Front, decent looking front yard. Just gonna have to get some paint. This cannot look like this. But this is an easy little rehab. That's a good area. I might look at this for my mom. Who knows? Well, I can't now because I just said it online. But anyway, but you know, you can get a nice little house in the South for cheap, man. What's the payments on this? Shit, $500. You know, I wish all we had to pay was $500. If I had that, man, I'd be happy as hell. $500? You know, you know, that's all you want. Bet. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. This might not be a bad one. Likely. Yeah, that might not be a bad area. I think that's over there by the mall. Yeah, I know what that is. Yep. Yeah, I might jump on that. You know, something like that. You know, $424 a month. That's what you want. You know, and these areas actually aren't that bad. You know what I'm saying? They not as bad as once you get over, you know, in where I was showing y'all the other day. So, guys, let me go, man. Y'all have a good one. God bless y'all. Good night.